Hi, in this video we are going to install and configure the virtual apps and desktop 7.2009. So this is the architecture for the Citrix. So first, the delivery controller. This is the central component for the Citrix Zen app and Zen desktop. That is a virtual apps and desktop. Then storefront, then Citrix ADC, then SQL server, then Active Directory, then hypervisor for hypervisor VM storage, then Citrix license server, then provisioning service. So end user can access the Citrix application from inside the corporate LAN, that is the internal network. So also user can able to access the Citrix application from the public network through the internet. So we can use Citrix NetScaler or else ADC, those who are coming from the public network. So internal user, they can go with the storefront URL. So in this session we can see one by one how to configure the delivery controller, how to configure the storefront, then how to configure the ADC, and how to configure the provisioning service. For SQL and the license server already I have configured it, so I don't have option to show it here. But for the delivery controller and storefront and ADC, then Citrix provisioning service, I will show you how to configure it. So we'll post one by one. So how to create the machine catalog by MCS and how to create the machine catalog by PBS. So we'll see all those things one by one. So first video I will show you how to install and how to configure the delivery controller, and then next video will configure storefront, and then Citrix ADC, and then Citrix provisioning service. Okay. So this is the server we are going to configure and install the Citrix delivery controller 2009. So already I mapped the ISO file into the server, so just launch it. So we'll configure the site with the two controller. First we'll configure the one controller, and then I will show you how to configure the secondary delivery controller for the site. In this server only we are going to install delivery controller and studio. For director and storefront we are going to use another server, separate server server also, but in real time with some people they will not install all the role in single server, because if the server goes down all the roles will get failure. So that is the reason they are going for the separate server. So here I am going to install only delivery controller and studio. Click next. Actually already we have installed the SQL server, so I'm ignoring. Just click install. So let it install. So once it's installed we can configure the site. So installation has been completed. So now we are going to configure the site. So just choose the first option. Before that I will show you the database server. So this is our database server. So we can create the database in three methods. So existing database we can mention here already. Otherwise we can export the script and we can import into the SQL server. This is one method. And one other method, if you mention the site name, also it will by default it will generate the database. It will create on the SQL server. So by default it's creating the database. If we have access in the database server, so which ID you are using to the delivery controller to configure the site, if the ID is having access for the SQL server, it will create. Otherwise we can generate the script and we can give to the DB administrator, they will import it. Otherwise we can ask them to create the three database and we can get the database detail, we can mention here. Now I'm going the default. In next video I will show you how to generate the script and how to import it. controller to the license server name, but we don't have license. So it will take a trial. So right now I'm not going to add any hosting here. I will show it on the next video why we need it. Because when you are going to create MCS based machine catalog with the power management, suppose if you are using the standalone VM also, suppose if we need the power management, we need to add the hypervisor. So I will show you the next video. Just click. I have configured the site successfully. So in next video I will show you how to add the secondary delivery controller into the site. Right now we have only one controller in this site. Next video will show you how to add the secondary delivery controller. We'll check the DB also once. So just refresh it. Yeah, we have created 3 database for the Citrix Velour site. So this is for site database, this is for monitoring, this is for logging. Okay, thank you.